Ryan Johnson.
Welcome to Day One Patch, episode 23. I'm Ryan Johnson. I will be your host for the entire evening, or whenever you're listening to it, I guess. We are one man short again. We can't get the band back together. It's not happening. But hopefully all four will be back next week. And Adriano has returned.
Yay!
and Matt Lawrence as well.
Hello.
How's it going? Start off what we're playing. So, you've been a good way for 2 weeks?
Oh my god, after my fucking neck injury. That was terrible.
Did you play games while you were recovering?
Yeah, because I could just sit there, propped up in my chair with a hot water bag. That was one painful week of my life. I'm playing Assassin's Creed 3.
Finally got around
Oh,
to it.
yes.
Yeah. Well, did you guys have any complaints about that game?
Yep, it wasn't very good.
Connor wasn't the greatest character they could have created.
Okay, game mechanics.
Game mechanics, the trees are kind of hard to navigate.
Correct. Really?
Um,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm having actually the ones that I climb to get synchronized.
Those are hard, eh?
Those are difficult because it doesn't always do it at the same time. Like sometimes I have to press A to swing. Sometimes I just have to swing.
Well, there's a certain part when you get up to the tree so far, and then I don't see where to go.
There's a flawless method. Tim taught it. Every tree works.
What's the method?
You climb up, and then what you do is there's if I remember correctly, there's an obvious branch on the right. And you think jump around there, and you jump around a bunch of branches. No. You click X, and you jump to a higher ledge, and then you go
X.
around two branches. Done.
PlayStation. Well, yeah, because I click. I just wait, and anytime it says A climb,
Yeah.
I click it, and it does it automatically. But then there's like a circular. It looks almost like a circular staircase,
Right.
and then you have to swing around until he leaps across, and like he doesn't always do it, and sometimes he'll just jump off and he'll just kill himself.
Yeah.
And then they respawn me 50 meters down the way, and I gotta sneak back up there. It was that pisses me off. But like the actual running through trees, I find that easy.
Okay,
I don't like
but
that.
what did you find wrong with the game mechanics?
No. I was asking you guys because I thought somebody was complaining about the combat. Remember somebody was bad mouthing the combat, but I actually like the combat.
No, I did like it. I don't think it was me.
Oh, it was me.
Okay.
What I don't like about it is I don't like the new controls. Like in general, I don't like the easier 1 or 2 button controls. I like the fact that in the old ones are like hold down R1 and then like click the other buttons and like give me new options. In that case, do you know what I mean?
the trigger.
Yeah, exactly.
You're always in your low stance and your high stance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's different ones, and then they're like when climbing, I didn't just hold down R1 in my case to run up buildings. I used to actually like have to hold down like R1 and then tap X occasionally to jump and like time things properly. Now it's just all running, and I end up like trying to run down a road and I get caught in a fence and I'm hopping up the building and I'm like, no, get down. So, yeah.
It's fun though. I like it. I love the tomahawk. I don't use it any other way. I literally don't sneak. I don't like sneak behind anybody. I literally just walk in and just start bashing people with it.
And the
It is very satisfying.
Yeah.
Just like hitting people with it.
and the combat with the rifles is pretty cool too, with the bayonet on the end.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I enjoyed that.
I use the 4-barrel pistol with a second French pistol, so I walk in with a group of Brits and boom, boom, all
No,
day.
I don't even do that. Just tomahawk the entire
on,
time.
man.
I'll occasionally use bow and arrow, but that's about it. But it's just mainly those two.
It's pretty cool.
So I guess right now let's just jump into talk about AC4 a bit, because we saw a lot more at E3. I just want to know what you guys thought about it. Because
You mean the parts that we actually saw?
yeah. Then the parts that didn't freeze up.
I got some news for you. That actually really hurt when it that sound glitch. I had the volume.
I don't
pretty
remember the
freaking
sound.
loud.
I don't remember.
know what you're talking
I don't like people are talking about the sound glitch. I don't know what you guys are talking
okay,
about.
so what happened was in the
I was
beginning.
perfectly fine.
Yeah,
In the
me
beginning,
too,
when
same here.
when the camera pans down, and it kind of stutters, but no one really notices because it's panning down. Everything's fine. All of a sudden, like the volume's like normal, and all of a sudden it goes like really loud. I was like, Jesus, come on. And then I texted Ryan. I'm like, it's messing up. And Ryan's like, I think it's the stream. And I'm like, no, because like you can see the crowd moving, and the game is freezing. And I'm like, it's fucked. They screwed it up.
Anyways, it still looks fucking fantastic.
I think I was getting a little fatigued with Assassin's Creed 3, but I think this one kind of looks a little more refreshing for whatever reason.
Yeah, because I love the naval battles in Assassin's Creed 3. Like that is my favorite part of it.
Yeah. And we got a story coming up about some interesting
Oh,
naval
I'm
battle
so
stuff.
fucking excited, and just to see them expand on it and just do like the pirate themed.
Mhm.
But they said no multiplayer pirate naval battles, and
Yeah, that's right. They tried it. They were working on it, the
yeah.
development team, but I guess it's just too big maybe for
yeah.
even the new consoles.
Just ain't happening.
All
That'd
right.
probably be like a whole separate 3 discs.
Matt, what are you playing?
I am playing BioShock Infinite, actually.
Yeah, very nice.
I quit Bioshock 1. Too old. I've deemed it too old. It's unfortunate.
Mother.
See, look at this. You clap for me then. But and I've also been playing a lot of Animal Crossing New Leaf, and that ticks me off too.
Oh yeah, you were complaining about that last
Yeah,
time.
the friggin' bugger, man. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of that. But Bioshock Infinite, I think it was last week actually. I mentioned it that I wasn't liking it.
Yeah, you just started it though.
We just started. Now I've gotten, I don't know how far, but I've gotten like into it a bit more, and I do enjoy it. However, I played the intro of The Last of Us yesterday at a friend's house, and I want to do that. So to force myself to beat Bioshock, I refused to buy Last of Us until I beat Bioshock Infinite.
And you also didn't find Last of Us for sale.
That's
anywhere.
true. That's one thing too.
Now the truth comes out.
Yeah.
And you know what, man? I could have went out the next day and picked it up, but I decided against it.
I went launch day and I went around maybe like 1 or 2 o'clock. There's quite a few copies at EB Games.
The guy at EB Games was very rude to me, and I'm never going back to that location again.
Which location?
Should I say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't.
I'm gonna say a Hamilton location.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
good.
say it. But regardless, what happened was I was given by my phone carrier, 2 MasterCard gift cards because I bought 2 phones within 3 months or whatever. So they give me a $50 and a $25. You know what? All right. So what happened was I go to there and I'm like, yo, I have a question for you. I'm like, I want The Last of Us, but both of these together will cover it. One won't. Can I use one and then like you charge the other 2? Just take all the money from them. I don't care because they're non-reloadable. He's like, I don't even have The Last of Us, man. I'm like, okay. In general, in the future, if I bring these 2 in for any purchase, he's like, no, seriously, man, I don't have The Last of Us. I'm like, well, fuck you. Who the hell are you? So that was that was my adventure at EB Games. I'm never going back there again.
That's really weird because you explained to him for any purchase.
Yeah, I'm like,
And
just
he's like, "No, we
just
don't
for the
have The Last
future,
of
so I
Us."
don't look.
I never want to go into EB Games, but I always get good surface. Like when I found the Bioshock 2 Special Edition, like I had them send it from like Northern Ontario down to Vaughan. They paid for it, and then I had the guys from Vaughan send it to Burlington, and the company paid for like a ship and get it there, and they kept it for me there, and they didn't ask for any money up front. Like they just did it all on the belief that I was going to go to Burlington and get it, and like, they're really nice about it.
I've never had complaints with EB Games at all.
Yeah.
Only that location's been going downhill because I
want to know which location you're talking about.
I will say it after the show, but it's just because the
Do you know
manager
sign language?
the manager there moved to a different location, and I prefer that way of running the store. So
Okay.
yeah, the Adventures of Matt Lawrence.
I just wish that EB Games would like update their stores. They look the same for like the last I don't know.
They're selling tablets
6, 7
now.
years.
They're selling tablets, and they're not selling very good ones.
Because the people trading them in are only trading in bad ones.
That's true. No, but they have the new stands now. Like they have new tablets, Nexus 7s and what have you.
Oh, okay.
So, but they're not. They're like the lower end tablets.
Well, I've been playing The Last of Us, and
There you go.
I completed The Last of Us. I'm just going through the multiplayer now, and the multiplayer is actually ridiculously fun. Matt, you tried it a bit, but you weren't as skilled, so I don't know if you enjoyed
I'm
it.
not good at multiplayer.
Although you got a few down, so which was nice.
I did. I was second. So
Yeah.
what
that's
the heck?
good. But it's ridiculously fun because it takes a lot of the elements from the campaign
Yeah.
and brings it into the multiplayer, and it's really fun.
The controls bother me still.
You get used to them, and when you're in the game, the campaign it's fun, and the campaign is fantastic. I mean,
It is
They're
fantastic.
getting nothing but like perfect reviews everywhere.
So give me a quick synopsis of The Last of Us.
Like story wise,
Yeah.
What is the synopsis?
It's
If I may
a- it's a-
interject.
it's like a shortened
Yeah.
version.
Okay.
It's
Sorry.
3 sentences.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to
What's it
know what
about?
it is.
in 3 sentences. You want exactly 3 sentences?
Give or take.
Basically, there's a fungus called the cordyceps virus, which latches onto the brain and slowly mutates you into this weird fungus. They call them clickers in the game because they can't see, but they click for like
Oh,
a
that's
bat
creepy.
sonar kind of stuff.
That's already creepy.
Yeah, and a lot of people call them zombies. They essentially act like zombies. If you get bit by one, you get the virus in you and you turn into the cordyceps thing. And basically, it's 20 years in the future from present day, and the entire world's gone to crap. 60% of the population is dead, and it's basically you get a task to escort Ellie across America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's based off the book The Road, which had kind of the same idea. I think it's an older gentleman and a young boy who have to travel across.
That it was
America.
that was Viggo Mortensen They did a movie adaptation of it,
Oh, did they really?
but it was his son.
Okay, son.
Yeah, it was his son. But
Yeah.
they were
I
just
think
trying.
I think I know what you're talking
That was a
about.
terrible movie.
I saw
Really?
a trailer for it. I'm like, it kind of looks interesting, but
The beginning was amazing, and I really liked it. And then I kept watching the movie, and then I realized the runtime was running down. And I was like, I don't even know what happened. Like there was they were like one day Viggo Mortensen wakes up obviously from his bed, looks out the window, freaks out, runs to the bathtub, and starts running water so they have a fresh water supply, and you don't know what actually happened. And I'm like, okay. And the world isn't dangerous other than the fact that there are like crazy people everywhere. But that's it. Like I'm like, well, what happened?
it's pretty dangerous though.
It is dangerous. Like there's raiders and stuff like that. But I mean, like, you don't see zombies. There's no radiation that I can tell. I'm like, what the hell happened? Everyone just go, you know what? Fuck it. And just like, what happened?
But The Last of Us, I saw one quote that people are calling it the Citizen Kane of video games. It's that good, and it's pretty interesting because people are saying it's pretty cliche, a lot of stuff they do, but they put a slight twist on it that makes it feel refreshing.
Now, I have a question about this actually. So you're saying that they can't see him, whatever, but just to ruin the first like 5 minutes, that one guy comes beating his head into the window, and the guy shoots him.
Oh wait, let me explain. There's different types of
Clickers.
of the clicker of the infected.
Oh, okay.
There's the runners, which can see, and if you
Oh,
if you make a noise or anything, they can come running at you, and you can fight them off pretty easily. You can like either punch them or shoot them. But the clickers, if you ever make a noise, they'll come running at you, and they're one-hit kills. So if they get close to you, you're basically dead. You can't do anything. So you have to actually pick them off before they get to you, or just sneak around them and stab them from behind or something.
Games like this scare me now. Like I don't understand why they actually frighten me. I'm like running around like freaking
Because
out.
it's not regen health and
Yeah, that's true.
you're
I don't have any.
you're actually vulnerable.
I don't have stopping power in Juggernaut.
Also, one of the greatest parts about the gameplay actually is the conservation of ammo and supplies. Because the supplies you collect throughout the game, they can be used to build different things, and you only get like 3 slots of each type of supply. So you really have to think about what you're going to need for the next encounter.
Oh
So, like, do you need a health pack, or do you need like an explosive device? And they may borrow the same supplies. And then same with ammo. There's very little ammo out there.
Now you've beaten it, correct?
Mhm.
How long is it about?
It took me 12 hours. Some other reviewers said like 16, 18 hours for them.
Did you like stick around and like explore a lot, or you just went straight?
Is there any like exploration side missions, or is it just pretty linear?
There's things you can collect. You can collect like Firefly tags, and you can collect like comic books and stuff. There's no side missions. It's all linear storyline, which isn't a bad thing. I hate it when people think linear is a bad word in video games.
I actually haven't been buying a lot of games that are linear lately. I'm more of the sandbox person.
Well, the entire next generation seems to be going open world. You know,
I
every
like
every
that.
game at E3 was basically open world.
The zoom out.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's because like I mean, you can still have a great linear story, but I just like the fact that I just want to go check out that apartment or something later. You know?
I'll have to give credit to Dead Space 3 for doing that.
Yeah,
Dead Space 3 it was open, like the area that you were in was open, but then when you moved on to like the planet, then you couldn't go back to the space. But like when you're in space, you could literally go out of your spaceship at any point and click, and you could see like 3 spaceships in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just floating there, and you could say, "I want to do this side mission," and like redirect you to that one. So you can like go into that ship at any point and do that side
Okay.
mission. And there's a bunch of those all over the place.
That's pretty neat.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. All right, before we get started, I just want to get you missed our E3 episode, Adriano. I just want to get what was your overall take from E3 this year?
Wasn't prepared to answer that. I'm excited. Well, it was good. I'm excited for new games. I want new IPs.
Anyone in particular that you liked from E3?
The CG trailer from the developers of God of War, The Order.
1886 or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
got me.
cool.
That got me.
Now that's a PS4 exclusive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's. So now my needle's leaning more towards PlayStation 4.
I don't think it's directly Santa Monica Studios is like they're either publishing it or whatever. But it's the team that made the PSP God of War games, which is actually developing it. I forget their name.
They were good anyway. Those are good games.
Yeah, those they were better than the actual God of War games,
Yep.
which is surprising.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. The Crew,
Yeah.
but that's on both systems, I believe.
Because that's a Ubisoft game, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it
it's
is.
a Ubisoft game. Yeah.
All right.
It's kind of weird because there's like a racing game from a Sony first party, racing game from a third party and then racing game for Xbox first
Yeah.
party.
Yeah,
They all have
there's Forza,
Mhm.
and then there was another one that they announced at the Xbox press release last month.
Um,
I don't remember that.
And like they kept on stressing the amount of like detail, every curve of every single car that they got correct. And
Was
Wasn't
not
that Forza? That was
That's probably
Forza.
I don't think was it Forza?
I think
thought it was
so.
like a whole separate
I
franchise.
don't think they would show off something other than Forza.
There's Drive Club, but that's Sony.
Oh, it's Drive Club 2.
Now you know what's cool about the Crew, and correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but I'm pretty sure you can drive across America. In the
Yeah,
Crew.
you can. It's like a social driving game.
It takes you 3 hours, but you can drive across America.
It's pretty cool. You can
That's
go.
amazing.
You can make your own challenges. It's pretty cool. Like you can go and say like,
America.
I challenge you guys to get across the world or whatever in 30 minutes game time. And what it does is it puts that out, and it puts out an all call for everyone in the world, and you could see people like coming into the server and like trying to beat that challenge.
Oh,
you
that I'm
created.
excited for.
Yeah, see, that's
I want a
freaking
new
cool.
good racing game. I've been dying for a racing game.
Forza 5.
So I don't like street or track racing.
Yeah, see, like I would rather do street racing.
Mhm.
I don't do any of the racing. I let Nathan come over and get money from me to buy cars, sit there and tune them so that I can play online with him. We can play tag.
Oh yeah.
That's literally, I don't know how the heck I'm doing.
Okay, let's move on to apps with Matt.
There it is.
Since Marty's not here,
Laughing at me, man.
we're-
It's just, even though I knew it was coming, I still was expecting Marty. I
yeah.
still said Matt.
we're doing this a little differently since it's not Marty. And Matt, who you might know from previous podcasts, I'm not sure if he's really developed that. But he's a pretty big PC guy. You
It's
like
true.
your BlackBerry tablet and
I'm liking my playbook. I'm
Your
liking my
gateway.
Blackberries.
your Gateway tablet is your favorite, right?
My Gateway tablet's a very nice tablet.
Yeah. So you recently got the iPad Mini, which
I
is
did.
surprising because of your hatred for Apple.
That's true.
Yeah, just tell us what you think about it.
So coming from, I guess, a separate platform, which I'm going to compare it more to the BlackBerry platform, I find myself continually doing gestures,
Mhm.
which is pretty irritating. Like I'm starting to get kind of into the gestures of iOS, which is like the 5-finger pinch and like the 4-finger like move up and
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But I'm so used to the true multitasking. So it's pretty irritating when I'm like writing an email. I'm like, oh, I need to get this picture, and I'm like, oh, I boot another app without keeping this open. It's kind of annoying, but I'm kind of getting into it. I guess you could say first impressions from coming from an Android, Windows, and everything else other than Apple standpoint. I'd say that it's a smooth experience, and it's not very hard to do the basics, but trying to find some of the stuff is a little bit weird. Like, I mean, changing the Safari settings from the settings app, I guess.
Yeah,
is a
nothing's
bit-
directly in the apps really.
Yeah, because usually I'm used to just like clicking like the double dots or whatever, and then like opening it just while I'm in the browser to change the settings. So I mean, there's some changes like that. I do like the App Store, but I find it to be lacking. Actually,
Well, I mean, all the apps are approved by Apple first, and this is what allowed Android to catch up in terms of actual apps on the App Store. But you're gonna find a lot better quality apps on the App Store than you will on Android.
I could see that, but I'm finding a lot more paid apps. Like, I mean, I'll go and be like, I'll just be looking at games in general, and I'll see like Angry Birds. I'm like, I have all these the exact versions for Android for free, and these are
Yeah.
$2.99, $3.99, whatever.
They must have had some deal with Angry Birds or something. And,
Probably.
Google, because the Angry Birds came out on Apple on iOS first. I'm pretty sure, right?
Probably. I'm willing to
I
guess
believe they did.
because I think Android was like just taken off at that point. Like, it's
Yeah.
just starting to.
Yeah. So
But,
they must have signed some crazy deal or something like that.
Yeah, the voice, the Siri is, now I'm not including any third-party apps on the Android side of things. So I would just include Google now. I have to say that I really enjoy Siri's integration. From the BlackBerry side of things, they're more professional. They're not tell me like I don't know about tell me the weather stuff like that, but I mean like you can say like tell me a joke, Siri, it'll take
Yeah,
a
there's
joke.
a lot of like novelty stuff with Siri. Yeah.
Yeah, like BlackBerry, no. It's like write me an email, tell me where to go, etc. Nothing joking. It's very professional.
And,
but-
and Siri is getting better. Apple just had their WWDC earlier this month, I think. It was started the same day as E3. And Siri's getting better. The actual voice, the sound of her voice is getting better, and you can also now choose a male voice as well.
I turned that bitch off.
I like it because I'll be sitting there and someone will be like, Matt, don't forget to do this, and I'll be like, remember, tell me to like remind me to do this tomorrow at 10, and she'll just do it, and it shows. somehow it shows up on all my devices. Ryan told me that it only goes in the reminders app, and my BlackBerry wakes me up and it's like, you got to do this. I'm like, how?
Maybe it does go to your calendar. Have you checked your calendar?
I'm thinking it's the tasks. It must go. It must like it does. It does like an iOS reminder,
Yeah.
but it goes into my calendar tasks,
Okay.
and then my BlackBerry sees the tasks,
Yeah, that's probably what it's doing. Yeah.
which is actually brings me to one point. I'm finding that even with computer games and everything, I'm finding myself not even like saving things on multiple computers. I almost just automatically expect it to be there. I expect my saves to be there. I expect my calendar to just have all the events everywhere, and it's actually doing it. So like the cloud is really cool because like multi-platform is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's all over the freaking place. So, although it's not very good with our last podcast when Marty was saying an email came in and he heard like 7 dings from my room because I have like 8 tablets. So it's like ding, 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 ding. So, yeah.
Now,
Fucking shoot myself if I was in that basement.
when you answer one of those notifications, does it like erase all of them?
It'll take a while on some of them because like I'll like erase or whatever and it'll like push that and then it'll push that notification to like my iPad and my phone or whatever depending on what I answered it on. Android on my gateway though, it's old, it's Honeycomb, so it can't receive push with the native, not that I found anyway. It has to just be like per time, and it doesn't actually like, so anything that it receives doesn't become unread unless I actually read it on that tablet, and it doesn't tell anything else that I read it. It was an early version of Android though, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the worst things I find about tablets. Is like if I load up email somewhere else, it says it is in red there, so I gotta go read it twice.
Yeah. Well, with iOS 7, they're gonna have notification sync. So if you check it on your iPad, it's just gonna erase it or say that it's been checked on your iPhone.
It does it for me with the iPad Mini though. I find because like I every time like say if I order something on Amazon, and I throw it in like a purchases or whatever folder, and a couple like probably like a minute later on my BlackBerry or anything, it'll say I'll find it in that place and it's red already. So yeah.
All right, so iPad Mini let's do it out of 10. 1 being bad, 10 being the best thing ever.
I'm gonna go with a solid. I'm gonna say a solid 7.5.
That's pretty good. That's not bad from
I
a
thought you
PC
would
guy.
argue that.
No, that's fine with me.
Because it is a new platform. It doesn't have true multitasking.
Yeah.
That's for 100% true. But coming from a new platform, it is a smooth experience, and it gets a better FPS than your iPad
iPad 3, yeah.
when doing a bonsai benchmark.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully the next iPad Mini have Retina display because that'd be totally awesome. That's the only reason I didn't look into getting an iPad Mini.
but the Retina, I think, is what's killing you.
Well,
Killing
yeah.
your FPS. Like I think I think it's too much.
But I can still play good games on here. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like I don't know. I'm all about the numbers when it comes to that kind of thing. Like I mean, if your game's running at 60 FPS and my game's running 60 FPS, that's fine. But if I'm running 10 of those instances and you're running 10, are all yours going to be x60? Mine would be probably. So I would fight that. So
okay, let's jump into our first story. Even with the announcement of the new consoles, including the Xbox One, Xbox 360 has managed to sell 114,000 in the U.S. This was in May. Do you think people bought it because of all the restrictions that were previously announced
Yeah, I
for
think
it?
so. That's what I was gonna
Everyone
say.
ran out and bought the 360.
Yeah, like I gotta scoop up some 360s before it's too late.
was that do we know if that's the new DVR type?
You mean like the design wise,
Yeah,
like the I think it's the Xbox Super
square-
Slim.
Yeah, the square,
I call it
straight
the
one.
DVR.
The
I just call it
straight
the
one.
DVR.
I think it's actually labeled E. It's the Xbox 360 E.
Good lord. Do we know if it's that one that's sold?
I don't know. This is just Xbox 360s in general, so it could probably be the inclusion of that one. I like the look of that one. I think it looked pretty good. Better than the current one.
E?
Yeah.
Really?
You didn't like the design?
No, looks really.
You like the Slim, the previous one.
Well, one you have right now.
I still have the originals, man.
Same here. I still.
The original
like,
one's terrible.
I'm looking at this new Xbox E and the Xbox One. I just yeah. I just like glance over my Xbox. I'm like, you stupid, obsolete piece of shit.
So that's pretty impressive. 114,000.
What was PlayStation numbers?
We don't have those. Don't have those numbers.
I don't think they've
What kind of
probably released
asshole
them.
posted this article?
They'd be you. So Adriano, you're the only Dead Space player. I don't know, Matt, have you played Dead Space at all?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Yeah,
10
same
minutes.
here. So
You guys don't know what you're missing. Dead Space, the first one is a fucking work of art.
I'd be terrified through
I
the
got 3
entire
for
game.
free.
Do you want me to sit beside you while you play it?
That won't help. It won't help. Man.
I don't find that game scary. Like that's what I mean. I find zombie games like I'm freaking scared. And then like that game, things are jumping out at me. I'm like, oh no.
I don't know. I just don't think I could.
I
handle it.
I don't like it's. I find it terrifying not because of the jump scares and the horror element. I find it scary because of the vulnerability in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like every fight, like you could be stocked in health and weapons, and you walk in a room. That next fight is a fight for your life. Like it could literally turn around in one instant.
Now,
That's what was amazing about
are
it.
there jump scares?
Yeah, there are jump scares.
I don't like that.
But
I
like
don't
that's
like
not.
that.
But don't think that's what they're going for. Like it's survival. It's survival horror.
Okay.
It's a better. The Dead Space is a better Resident Evil game than Resident Evil 5. That's
So how do you feel about a Dead Space 4? Because EA is saying that they would like to work on it. They're not currently working on it, but they would like to see Dead Space live on.
I want to see more stuff in the Dead Space universe, but I'm sick and tired of seeing Isaac Clarke.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
See what the next gen brings, man. Next gen brings. See what that brings.
Yeah. Because it wasn't until like I played Dead Space 3, which I really got interested in the expanded universe. So I started buying all the spin-off stuff, the books and the spin-off games and the novels. I'm not because like I'm not surprised that they're going to go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll be interested. I'll check it out.
Now I wonder why they're not working on a fourth one. Because Visceral is the developer on that one, right?
Yes.
And EA has announced that Visceral is working on a Star Wars game. So I wonder if they're working on that one first, and then they'll come up with Dead Space 4.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Focus their efforts, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But how big of a studio is it? Like can't they?
I don't know if
split up the
I
team?
don't know if they could split it up or not. I don't know.
They could always outsource it to another company.
Would you like that though? Most games outsourced are kind of not that good.
Because Fallout New Vegas was like amazing.
That's why I'm worried about Arkham Origins.
But have you seen the gameplay demo of it?
It looks like
It looks the exact same.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything's changed.
yeah.
In fact, it looks like Rocksteady just developed it and they slapped WB Montreal on it.
Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, they're just working on it in secret.
May I just say that that's exactly what happened with New Vegas, and that was terrible.
Well, Obsidian screwed up 2 giant franchises. They screwed up Knights of the Old Republic,
Yeah.
and then they screwed up Fallout.
I'm sorry to go a little off track here, but you can't use a Bethesda texture pack and then add your own textures in your own style and then put it in the same city. That Vegas looks like crap. Do you agree with this?
The entire game kind of looked like crap.
The road is like this gritty.
Although I mean, Fallout 3 didn't look that good either.
No, but the thing is though, like it was all in the same style though. Like you could tell it was all made, but then like we have these streets that are all gritty and everything, and then these other buildings that they like you can tell was made by a different developer, and you're like, this looks terrible.
Have they hinted at all a new Fallout game?
Yeah. One guy said maybe 2 years ago that he said it would be fun. It wasn't playing in the Mojave Fund, and I replied with a no to his thread. So that was a hint, and then there's apparently like they're looking at maybe doing Boston or something.
Boston would be cool.
But Bethesda has announced that they will not be developing any more Fallouts. They're going to outsource them all
No.
because
Wow.
they revived the series. Now it's time to cash that sucker in.
I would like to see a next gen one though. I think that'd be really nice because I think they could do a lot more. Because right now they already add a bunch of stuff into the actual world, like just cans and random buckets and stuff.
I'm thinking Fallout Online since they shut down Interplay. I'm thinking Fallout Online with like because since the new consoles are powerful.
But they have the Elder Scrolls Online though.
Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Like they're gonna check that, and then maybe the next step will be Fallout Online. I almost just want like a Skyrim experience with co-op. Why can't I just have like 4 of my friends or 3 of my friends, like 4 of us in a game? It's
That would be fun.
exactly the same game.
I'd do
What the
that.
heck?
I think a Fallout MMO would be a better idea than the Elder Scrolls because Elder Scrolls is like every other MMO. It's fantasy.
Yeah,
If you did a Fallout MMO, that's kind of unique in a way.
there is a post-apocalyptic MMO out there, though, Fallen Earth, and that failed.
It doesn't mean that Bethesda's going to fail on doing it. Though.
Yeah, I don't think they will. Well, I think that they should just make a single-player experience, and you can just play co-op. No dedicated servers. If you play with me, I just host the server amount, like just like a Call of Duty
Yeah,
setup, and you just play with us and play with maybe 4 or 5 people, whatever.
that'd be fun. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to Dead Space for if they ever did a new one, I would like to see for a next gen game, completely customizable rigs, like the armor, the suits.
Oh, okay, cool.
because there was a massive selection in the third one,
Mhm.
and like those are really cool. And and to be able to design one, that'd be nice.
So what kind of stuff can you actually put on your armor? Is it?
You don't actually get to choose it. It's just like they're pre-designed, but like there's.
I guess you just gather it throughout the campaign. I guess.
Excuse me. Well, it's like you start off with a basic like space exploration rig or the emergency one, and then this is Dead Space 3, and then you get like upgrade to like the archaeologist rig, and then when you get down like at appropriately timed events in the game, you get new rigs. So to survive the cold, you have to get an archaeology one. To go explore space, you need to get the space one, and stuff like that. And then if you got the N7 one, you can just get the N7 one for shits and giggles.
Okay. Yeah.
But I didn't even wear it. Then there's like the militaristic ones. There's the there's another cool one in there. I forget, but like the rigs really interest me. In fact, I really wish they would do like the 3D. You know, in Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, or Arkham City, you had like the 3D models in the main menu.
Yeah.
I wish they did that with the rigs. Like I just want like a display of rigs.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would like it if a lot more games did that and actually displayed something like that.
Just
'cause
like
it just
detailed
looks cool.
3D models. Like
Yeah.
I want to see that.
So The Last of Us had a pretty big launch and a pretty could have been a worse launch because of the problem they had with the auto saving. This was actually on Naughty Dog servers. People lost their saves. I think what happened is like it would stop auto saving, and so you would play your
no.
game and you would think, okay, auto saves, yeah, sure, whatever.
Would
And
it
then-
say autosave and just not do it, or would it just not come up at all?
I don't think there was a prompt that was auto saving.
Oh, really?
If you hit like the start menu, it will say like how long ago you auto saved. But I don't think when you're playing in the game, it actually prompts you that it's auto saving.
Because it's supposed to be a really like integrated game.
Yeah, you're supposed to just pay attention to the game and the story and stuff. But yeah, they fixed it day one. They fixed it pretty quick, I guess, and it's a good game. So if you had to replay the beginning, that's all right.
The beginning was freaking amazing.
Are there like choices? Are there like dialogue choices or decisions you have to make in it?
No. It's completely a linear story. There are a couple instances, not big choices, but there's a scene at the end that I wish I did not do, that I probably could not have done.
Because that, like, if I had to redo those and like redo my choices, I hate that.
Yeah, there's no choices though, like that are fundamental to the story.
All right.
Like I can give an example of a choice without a
Yeah.
spoiler. Some
Yeah.
guy is in like a spore infested area. You're running through a building, whatever. You find him. He's covered like in in part of the building. Some of the rebels falling on him. Fucked up his mask. He says like, "Please kill me." He has 2 bullets beside him. Do you use a bullet to kill him, or do you walk away?
No, you walk away. You gotta say that bullet.
I killed him because he gave me 2, so I got 1 from him. That's how I saw it, man.
I killed him. You can't let him turn. That's terrible.
You know, actually, the reason why I did it, I didn't want a zombie crawling up my ass. Essentially, that's exactly what I didn't want.
Well, you said he was stuck in rubble though, right?
Yeah, he's stuck on.
Yeah,
the
well, you know
building.
what? I don't know how strong the zombies are.
I don't know if they. Well, no, you can decide. Wii U sales have always been bad. Maybe the launch was the best sales numbers they ever saw, but otherwise, the Wii U's been doing pretty bad. Nintendo is saying that we are to blame for the poor Wii U sales.
They are.
Apparently, their relaxed marketing efforts is what did it. I don't think so.
I think it's just because it's not very good.
And just no games either. They had an okay lineup of games at the beginning.
The launch lineup, like I literally thought the Wii U was going to take off. I actually thought it was going to take off.
Same here.
There was a quarter of a wall of DB games
Yeah.
at launch. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Fucking zombie
Rarity.
was so good.
We were wrong. We won't admit that often.
Yeah. The size of their game wall, the DB games, has not changed since launch.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Yeah, it's
They
ridiculous.
just left it.
And it's even worse because now after E3, Nintendo has said that third-party games are a second priority to them.
See, right now, I'm not kidding you. Unless I was like already like really invested. If I was a developer, I would say drop the Wii U projects right now. Let's go to PlayStation. Let's go to Xbox. Let's talk to them.
Yeah.
because they'll help us. And let's not be like they just spit in all their faces.
Yeah.
in my opinion.
And the problem with this is the launch seemed promising for third-party games. You had like Mass Effect 3 on there. You had Assassin's Creed 3. You had Batman Armored
Batman.
Edition. So everyone thought, yeah, okay, I can buy a Wii U now and
Zombie
actually
U.
play some third-party games. And then no, just they gave up on that.
I will say one thing though. If they come up with Zombie U2, you know what I'll be playing.
Get to play that on PS4 and Xbox.
No,
One.
you can't. Okay, no, I'm gonna say this right now. And I'm actually 100%. Actually, wait a sec. I'm actually gonna correct myself a little bit.
Yeah, you're where this is recording,
Wait,
and we'll get to pull this.
One
up
second here. Hold the phone here. If there is no tablet integration on any of those consoles, like it is on the Wii U, because picking up the freaking smart glass isn't gonna be the same. Throwing down the controller and pick up the smart glass really quick. No, with the prepper pad like in the other game, that was fantastic. But the reason why I'm retracting it is because of the Vita. If they do it on the Vita, then I'll buy it on PlayStation 4.
And they easily can. It's just software, you know.
Yep.
So
Oh, the streaming is gonna be so good.
poor Wii U. And they announced a lot of good games at E3, but they're not coming out until like 2014.
See, they're fucking.
So they have to
up.
go a
Donkey
whole
Kong, Mario Kart,
a new Mario
Smash
Kart,
Bros.
Smash Bros.
What else?
I don't know if anyone cares, but Sonic.
Somebody does.
Yeah.
I hate Sonic now.
But they had to wait a whole year. Like, I mean, Nintendo can obviously afford that. They have a huge amount of money, but I don't know if they actually want to wait out a year.
I think that we're not going to see a next gen from Nintendo, not consoles. I think they're done. I think they're like doing the Sega. They're done.
They're dead.
I think that they're going to kill it. The
And
mobile.
just develop for other systems.
I don't even know. I don't know because see, this is my thing is, I actually for some reason can't see them going under, but from a business perspective, they're doing a Sega. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the Sega Dreamcast got freaking destroyed by everyone else. If we look at the comparison charts, the Wii U is the joke. All the stats of it is a
Yeah, it's,
disaster. It's a joke.
Have you guys heard about the third console curse?
I haven't.
Any company that creates a console, their third console is always the worst one, or something bad happens to the third one.
So Xbox
So-
is up.
The Xbox One, which is kind of looking iffy right now. PS3 had some trouble. It didn't the huge price. Didn't sell well in the early years. Didn't have a lot of games in the early years. N64, which had cartridges at the time when everyone was switching over to kind of, I guess, what
But
DVDs,
the thing is, I thought the N64 was
CDs.
highly successful.
CDs. It was good, but I'm saying there's road bumps with the third console.
Oh
for some
yeah,
reason.
that's true. That's true.
And then the Saturn had some problems as well. So
Saturn was the beginning. Of
so
the
now what I'm
end.
saying is like this is the third console since the last bad console from Nintendo, correct?
That's
Because we had the N64,
So
then
you
we
think it's
had
the sixth console curse.
well, it'd be in intervals of 3.
There you go.
Yeah, but then how do you explain the Wii though?
Well,
You
the
don't think
Wii,
the Wii was a curse.
the Wii was successful.
The Wii was
That's where
bus-
Nintendo made a lot of their
business-wise,
money.
Yeah, business wise, they were successful. That thing was sold out everywhere for the longest time, and for no good reason.
Okay, let's move on to Mass Effect. Now I know your view on this, Adriano, that you want Mass Effect kind of to just end and
yeah.
be as awesome as it is.
See,
right now.
as compared to Dead Space, where I want to know more about the universe, I want more stories in the Dead Space universe. I don't want more from that.
I think we should make Mass Effect like Halo.
Make it a saga.
Let's just keep making more of them. Let's
Fuck
let's outsource
you.
it and let's just pump it out. We need shepherds all over the place. Man.
Fuck you.
Let's continue the shepherd story.
But this is from Bioware. They're saying they're borrowing many game system, I guess, elements from Dragon Age 3.
I am unfamiliar with any Dragon Age game elements. Please explain those to me.
And how,
Well,
is it like Dragon Age 2?
that's what we got. We
I'm
got.
unfamiliar with any Dragon Age 2 game elements.
I'm gonna
Please
tell you right
explain
now,
those.
if they borrow it from Dragon Age 2, then it's
Wait,
not
wait,
gonna be
wait,
good.
wait. The combat was good in Dragon Age 2. The combat felt good.
They
They just took away all RPG elements.
okay. This is my thing. Is I played Dragon Age 1. I lost the CD key, but regardless, I played Dragon Age 1 quite a bit actually.
You like Dragon Age 1, right?
I thought it was fantastic, but I liked the story.
Mm.
I literally played Dragon Age 2 for maybe 15 minutes and put it down and don't even want to try it after that. I thought it was like it looked like crap, and I think it was just garbage.
Yeah, and they reused the same like dungeons over and over.
I thought it was garbage, like literally like shit.
But yeah, Dragon Age 3 was announced at E3 this year. We all knew it was coming, but they actually showed us a what I think is a bad trailer. Really bad trailer, actually.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But I guess BioWare is kind of they have their
the
hands.
sound cut out.
Sorry.
To the sound cut out
What?
on Dragon Age trailer.
No, it's just BioWare's had much better trailers in the past, and this one just didn't hold up. But I guess BioWare doesn't have they have a lot of things on their hand right now, and people are wondering where this Mass Effect game is going to fit in. So they are borrowing stuff from Dragon Age 3 to get it done, I guess.
And I have swords now, man.
Jeez. That'd be good. That'd be cool.
Lightsabers.
Good lord, no. I'm just gonna kind of throw this in there since we're talking about threes. Witcher 3.
That everyone loved that. at
That's
E3.
damn good, man.
Yeah,
man.
that actually looked pretty
The
good.
fact that it's open world now,
Like every other game.
that's so no. But in that game, like you were
Gonna have
kind of.
tablet integration.
Oh my god,
The guy's
I
gonna
love,
walk around the game with a tablet.
but the fact is, like, if any of you guys play The Witcher,
I played the second one.
so it's kind of like linear open is what I would find it. So we play
What?
we play level 1. So we're in city 1. Okay, let's just say Hamilton. So we're in Hamilton. We can only play in Hamilton. But then we beat Hamilton and we go to Caledonia. Then we're in Caledonia and we have to fight and everything in Caledonia. But we can't go back to Hamilton. Now you can go and do whatever the fuck you want. It's amazing.
But once you leave the city, you're done.
That stage is done. It's linear. So if you didn't
He's talking
do
about
a
the second
side,
one.
yeah, if you didn't do a side quest in the first level, and you're in the second one now, it's too bad you can't go back because the story moved you on.
This is appealing to you.
No, wait. This was in the second
No,
game.
this is the first and second.
The third one is going to be open world.
I know, but like that was good. That was fun.
The story is amazing.
All right.
It's a freaking amazing.
Is it? I can't. I couldn't explain it to you.
I'm going to
don't
tell you
remember what
right. Well,
happened.
yeah, because the first game had a quest, and I read the guidebook, and the quest was literally so complex. There was no the quest was like, here's some hints. That's it in the guidebook. Like it was so complex. It took me literally 5 hours, and I quit after it, and it was only like 25% on the game. The quest was so ridiculous.
Just Google it.
I tried. No one knew because it was like solving a crime, and if I remember correctly, this was years ago, but it was like you detected a fingerprint, so that means that you can't talk to the guard down the road, and you can't talk to the alchemist, but you can talk to the guy that makes the wax because the fingerprint was in the wax. But now that you talk to him, you can't talk to this guy. But if you didn't talk to this guy in the day, you could talk to this guy at night. But because you missed that day and night, you talked to your girlfriend down there. And it was like, what is happening? So all I did with the whole day was just run around the damn city talking to everyone. And it took me 5 hours. And I was like, nope, I beat it. And I was like, done. Can't even play this game. Ruined. It was
Talk
disaster.
to this guy here. Talk to that guy there. Talk to your girlfriend down the road.
Like, see?
All right. Our next story is the Sony has no plans for a PS3 price cut.
Because it doesn't need it.
The PlayStation 3 system, where it has
Welcome to the new age.
apparently it's not been particularly easy to get the cost down of the actual production of the PS3.
Well, considering that big sliding door. Whoosh.
But do you think they should lower the price or no?
I think it's at a healthy instant
mean-
game collection. That's my thing. You buy the game, you get like 15 games. You buy the console, you get 15 games. With like every single one of them now.
What are you talking about?
So you buy the console, right? You're talking PS3, right?
Yeah.
You buy the console and you get at least 1 month of free or whatever. It says it's called instant game collection. It's on all.
Oh, PlayStation Plus you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. You
Oh.
get like a free month or 3 months or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The point is, you get 15 games with that console. No need for a price drop.
That's a fair point.
100%. Like
Yeah.
What are some of the titles?
Payday the Heist. That's fantastic.
Something more recent is like Deus Ex.
Oh,
See,
You
stuff like
get
that.
Saints Row the Third.
okay.
My friend literally has a PlayStation. He owns no discs. He only plays the stuff they give for free, and he says he never runs out of stuff to play because they just keep giving him more.
Well, you know what's crazy? If you buy a PS3 and a Vita and get PlayStation Plus, that's really all you need.
Yeah, it's true.
You
'Cause the
could
Vita
basically
gets it
just
too.
live off of free games if you're just like a casual gamer. You get some like kind of offbeat titles. Oh, and Sleeping Dogs is free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was a good game.
Yeah,
I
so
like that game.
it's pretty crazy what PlayStation Plus is doing.
Fucking Microsoft at the press conference. Will be pleased to offer that all gold subscribers now get 2 free games a month, and the first 2, Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3. And I'm like, I was about to clap. I'm like, wait a second. I go look over my shelf. I got both of those already. I'm like,
And
fuck
Halo 3
you.
was
I'm like,
bad.
What?
Halo 3 was bad.
Yeah.
So they're giving away like the worst Halo. and-
Halo 3 was horrible. That
Yeah.
was terrible.
I got that free with my system. Didn't even. I'm pretty sure my original plastic's still on it.
Oh my god.
They got that in Gears of War for free.
Hopefully their next free games will be a little bit better.
Hopefully.
I don't own a Halo 3, so I might pick that up.
Don't do it.
Hmm?
Don't do
No?
it. You
I'll
can't
just-
play
I'll just
online, man.
download it. Yeah, it's
can't,
free.
You can't play online unless you have all DLC. as they started releasing DLC, like I went to go play like certain matches, and it was like, sorry, you can't join this game unless you purchase this for $10.
He's probably not going to buy it for the multiplayer.
No.
No, but
No
I
one
mean-
knows to be playing it anyway.
No, but I mean, like to me, like back then, that was ridiculous. Like I had the game, and like I'm like, I think you could still play a couple of game modes for free, but like there were other ones where like I would try to play like team battles or something, and like I go in to play it one day, and it was like, sorry, this DLC was released. You need to purchase this now. What the hell? Why?
Well, is Microsoft going to give all DLC free with it?
I'm willing to guess
I
no,
doubt it.
because then now it's going to entice people to buy the DLC.
Fucking Microsoft.
I hate I hate DLC. Damn it.
Because like even like I'm never going to play Fable 3 and want to download that. Just to have
Fable
one.
3 is
Just have it on the hard
fantastic. A fantastic 2.5 hour experience. Okay.
Is it only 2.5 hours?
I beat it in 2.5 hours. Well, I beat it in maybe 4 hours.
Because me and Aaron are playing it, and there's that level where you're kind of like the misty, cloudy area where you can like unlock like upgrades and stuff.
Yeah, you're almost done.
And I'm looking at how much more we have to go, and we're already like half done. I've played like 3 times with Aaron.
Yep.
For like 2 hours each time,
Yes, you're almost done.
and so yeah, all right.
Because what happens is you get to the end game, where this isn't a spoiler. They mentioned this in like right when they announced the game. So you become king or queen depending on your gender, and then to continue playing the game, you buy DLC to allow you to do quests as king or queen.
Okay.
Because I talked to my butler for about 30 minutes, and then at the end he's like, "Please purchase this." Again, I was like, "Great."
Well, you'll be happy about this, Matt, because EA's online passes are not coming back.
There it is.
They're gone. Do you think EA is actually trying to fix their public image
No.
after being
No,
voted the
I don't
worst
think
company?
they care about that. I think this is the beginning of a more devious plan.
Oh, you think something worse is going to
Yeah,
come
I think
up?
something worse is on the horizon.
So now we don't get an online pass. We get an online microtransaction.
What about the unlock code?
That's
Well,
what I
they do
mean.
their own DRM, right?
Yeah, it is.
They wouldn't do that. They can't do that.
They would.
They can't.
They can.
They can, but they can't.
They'll do it.
But for now, the online passes are gone, which I think we'll all be happy about.
Because we're all really excited for Need for Speed Rivals, right?
Oh, that's another racing game.
Was
came
that
out.
was it that Aaron Paul who came and showcased that?
I don't remember the guy's name.
The Breaking Bad guy?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, he's doing the TV the movie.
Oh.
He's in the movie Need for Speed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I got some news for you. I don't care about Need for Speed anymore.
I haven't played a Need for Speed game since Underground 2.
Most Wanted.
Hot
and-
Pursuit for the new
Oh.
Hot Pursuit was really
Okay,
good.
yes.
I like that.
That was fantastic.
I very much like that game.
I didn't like how the racers had spike strips.
Yeah.
That was friggin' weird. But online was hilarious because Nathan kept crashing and I kept laughing at him.
Okay, so we talked about a PS3 price cut, but people are already talking about an Xbox One price cut. If you don't know already, the PS4 is selling for $399, and the Xbox One is selling for $499. So quite a big difference, but you don't get a camera with the PS4.
You also get Drive Club though, if you buy the online, which
That's right.
you're going to.
Yeah. But how do you guys feel? Do you think the price is a bit too much for the Xbox One?
Yeah.
It's been argued that it's because of the Kinect though.
Yeah, that's why. It's just more hardware's in there. It's more to make. That's all it is.
Also, Don Matrix says that you'll get, when compared to other products, modern products, $500 is not a ridiculous price point. Because the iPad is like, you can get one for like $700. And people buy those.
Or if I don't want to pay $500, I just go buy an Xbox 360.
That's an offline
Well,
console.
actually, that's a fair point. When you see the iPad comparison, that's hard to argue against that.
I will now I will argue against that because Sony has seen and identified that like people maybe want to use more integration so they can use their tablets, whatever, but they could also optionally again use the Vita, and that's optional, and so they lowered the price. I shouldn't be forced to buy something that I would rather put a towel over. Actually, I have a really good question. Where the hell is that thing gonna sit? I have a 5.1 surround sound system, and I have my voiceover whatever speaker right in the center. So I'm gonna hang off that.
It's actually very tiny. The Xbox One Kinect you're talking about?
I already got my Wii U bar hanging off
Well,
that.
take that away. You don't need that.
I gotta buy one of those shelving units for the top of those HD TVs.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends on and they also say they're going to get like thousands of dollars of value. That's what Don Magic said earlier this week. Where that comes from, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna have their own PS Plus service.
From Call of Duty.
Yeah.
There it is.
So this is probably good news. First-party games from both Xbox One and PS4 are going to be priced at $60, $59.99.
That's good.
Yeah.
Same price.
Yeah.
No word on third-party, but I imagine they're going to be the same.
If they're not, see this is going to lead to our rant later, but there needs to be some when Sony and Microsoft talk about their consoles and they say games, they can't later on just say, "Oh, that's only for first party." They need to actually talk about third party too, I think.
Yeah. Or I think even the third parties need to come out and say what they're doing.
They're at the conference showing off their games, but they talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, so back when the Xbox One was first announced, there was a lot of craziness happening. A lot of restrictions, like the always online, check in 24 hours at someone else's house, checking every hour.
That's top notch.
And then the DRM, you can't share games, you can only give them away. And only once.
And only ones.
So this caused a huge ruckus over the last month or so.
In which we were instructed to buy an Xbox 360.
Yeah, and at E3 they had these policies still in place, but I guess like last week they said no, those are gone now. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, this is a related but kind of side note. I made fun of them by sending their support line an email saying that my internet isn't fast enough to support live tiles, so can you please send me a Windows 7 key because I can't use your current gen console, your current gen operating system, to make fun of them. I had to go back to Windows 7.
Yeah.
So I think this is I don't know, like this is like a stab in the back. This is stupid. I think the fact that they can so easily take it away, like somebody made a good point. They can so easily put it back.
Their main argument was it's built around DRM. It just can't be switched off.
Yeah.
And then they switched it off.
Yeah. And what I want people to know, and I know there's a lot of Xbox fans out there who are jumping for joy. I want them to know that Microsoft did not do this for you. They did not do this for the customer or the gamer.
They did,
they did this
they were gonna lose
because
their money.
they saw the pre-order numbers.
They're freaked
PS4
out.
was outpacing Xbox, and they did it for the money. So don't go supporting this company because you think they
now.
they love the game. They love the gamer now. They're all about the gamer now.
No,
Well, I think they're planning. I have a conspiracy theory that they plan on doing this from the beginning.
But
No,
this hurt them
come
more
on
than I
now.
think actually did any good.
No, because now like now there's articles about Xbox here and Xbox there. Like look at the list of articles I sent for this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's proportionate across all the major websites I visit. There are more Xbox One articles in there than there are PlayStation. I think there's one PS4 article.
Okay.
there's nothing to complain about though, on the PlayStation side. A lot of articles about complaints, right?
But what's interesting is that the GameStop in the U.S. they've reached their Xbox One pre-order cap. So after this restrictions were taken away, everyone ran out and pre-ordered their Xbox One. So
That's surprising.
yeah, I mean it's so quickly that they finally trust Microsoft again because of their wisdom to take away the restrictions.
Because we're stupid. We're not.
Should have bought GameStop stock.
But also, what I'm a little bit worried about is that they didn't explain this well enough to the consumer or the public at all. Is what they were trying to do with the always online. You know, they had some pretty cool stuff lined up for that.
Like the gold sharing.
Stuff like that, yeah.
That was kind of cool, but I mean, I could have just signed in on someone else's profile. It's not a big deal.
But I think what also people are forgetting is that most people are going to have their Xbox online all the time anyway.
The problem is people's internet goes down, and the fact that if I come home like from work or something, I just want to play something. I want to play The Last of Us. No, I realize it's not Xbox. But
Well, let's just use the Xbox game.
Yeah.
okay, well, let's play. I want to play the Halo campaign.
Okay.
Good lord.
Better. That's better.
I want to play the Halo campaign, and I can't because my internet went down for 2 hours, and I'm trying to play a single player camp. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That is ridiculous. Like now, Steam kind of has a similar thing going down, but you can force it in offline mode, which is fair enough. Like I mean, Xbox should just say that. They should just be like, certain features are disabled. Offline mode, yes or no.
I know. Why do they have to force it on us? I mean, they can still have their great services that access the internet constantly, like their cloud service and all that stuff. But just make it optional for the people who can't do that.
It's literally like they're throwing all their fish in one basket, like or all the things in one basket. Like it's literally just like, well, you guys didn't like DRM, okay, then we're not going to give you good features. Too bad.
Yeah.
We're not going to put our resources towards something because you guys don't like what we did.
If they can't have advertisements running on the homepage, they don't want you using their system.
Oh my
That's
god,
what
I
it is.
hate the
Maybe
advertisements.
that's it.
That's probably it.
I hate the fucking.
They gotta sell Mountain Dew and Doritos.
That video sent
their
was
core
amazing.
demographic.
I don't want to see Master Chief drinking Mountain Dew.
Oh, the fat guy
Yeah.
freak out. My sister, who doesn't usually care about games and doesn't care about those sort of videos, she was howling at that. That guy was so goddamn fat.
It's pretty smart what he was saying too, but now even you have to pay to play online for PS4.
Did you see his lunges of his consoles behind him?
Yeah,
Really good aim.
yeah, right on the bed, and I don't think any of them hit each
Hit
other.
each other either.
Yeah,
Did we show you that video?
No, I've never seen this video.
We have to watch that after. It's so funny.
okay, let's move on to our rant, our final part of the Day One Patch podcast.
I have a philosophical corner as well
Oh fuck.
prepared.
No, you don't.
I do.
So yeah, companies not fully revealing the truth about their new consoles, services, and games, because there's still a lot of confusion over these new consoles, even after their own release events
Correct.
or announcement events and E3. We shouldn't have this many questions. This is like when the Wii U was announced, and no one knew what the hell was going on.
I didn't have any questions because I just didn't care. But one of the main things I found that with these two consoles is, so we watched this PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 rather conference, and we're like, oh yeah, this is cool. And then Jack Tretton sits down with Jeff Keighley, and he's like, oh yeah, well you do remember that DRM is available for third parties.
Yeah.
And then Xbox comes out and gets rid of their DRM. So I don't know if it's changed now, but the last time I checked, IGN threw up a chart, a 3-way comparison chart, Wii U, Xbox One, and PS4.
I saw that.
But the thing is, since Xbox got rid of their DRM, they're saying no DRM for Xbox.
Yeah, across all games.
But they're saying no DRM for PlayStation in brackets third party possibly enabled. So now
they're not gonna do that. Though. No third.
no, but
party's
the
gonna
thing is,
enable
I
it.
don't even want the option there. Like, I mean, because EA started the online pass thing. Like, my thing is Microsoft literally saying to third parties you can't have DRM now, or was that just like a little like blunder and it's unsure, so we didn't write that part
I
in
think it all depends on how much power Sony and Microsoft have over third parties, depending on the contracts that are signed up with them.
I want some clear, like somebody's explained this. I think
Because I think Sony's more liberal with how they treat their third parties.
that's true.
So they're probably saying yes, you have the option to enact DRM if you feel the need, because used games really does hurt the developer. They're not getting the money that should
They're
be.
getting a lot of money though. Like, I mean, now, and I have a question now regarding this. So, with the Xbox, they have revealed later on, or like when they were getting rid of the DRM, they were saying that remember that the DRM we were talking about with the trade-in values were only for first-party games, but yet that wasn't said earlier. Everyone assumed, or actually, I'm pretty sure it was actually said, but I'm not going to confirm or deny this, that they said it was for all games. I thought that had to have this trading crap. Like, how many friggin' first party games you have from Xbox?
Mhm.
You know, and now that we have this convolution with PlayStation, like PlayStation doesn't have this Microsoft server thing set up that they have with the trading in that. I'm willing to guess, but I mean, like, they can do online pass whatever, and I guess EA, if they have their own server, they could do this crazy trade-in crap.
Mhm.
But I mean, like with the Xbox, like, was the DRM actually forced on the third parties or not? Now I'm confused.
It could have been. I mean, that sounds very Microsoft to me.
But yet they said that no, it wasn't technically. So now I'm just like, well, like when you talk about games, you have to actually say all games. You know, like EA and stuff's at your conference. You need to cover everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about. I don't even know what they make
Mhm.
anymore. I want to know what the heck everyone else is making.
Yeah, it's all very confusing, and I actually would have loved to be in the conference room when Xbox or Microsoft was talking about what to do after E3, and how they actually made the decision to take away the DRM and the always online.
They were
Would have been
freaking out.
interesting to be there.
I guarantee they were freaking the hell. And plus, they got rid of their QA at the end of the
Oh,
conference.
yeah, they all took off. Yeah.
Because a bunch of people, like, I would, like, if I was a freaking person, that's like what I would have said. I'm like, so now what? Like, what's limited? Third parties, first parties? What's limited? What applies to what? You know,
Mhm.
it's too confusing. Plus, Xbox blundered the freaking the Battlefield 4 and then that Dragon game.
Yeah, no sound.
You know,
So
you know,
good.
So funny.
my thing is like that Dragon game probably made from like a smaller developer. No one there to back him up. I guarantee you, an EA rep was behind there. Plays without sound. I guarantee he was like, change it now or fix it or we will sue you. I guarantee.
I know. I feel bad. Like they restarted for Battlefield, but they didn't restart for the Dragon guys.
Because that's what I mean.
I don't even know the name of their game. I mean,
I bet you. I bet you an EA rep was back there and was like, "This, you're misrepresenting
Yeah.
us. We will sue you now, like right now, lawsuit, because you're misrepresenting them."
Yeah. But like the smaller company probably couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, because
That's so
Microsoft just be
sad.
like,
I
"Get the
mean-
hell out of here."
they took the time to feature them on their conference, and
Did you hear all the people? They're like, "Yeah, woo!"
that was funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all cheering for it. But Battlefield looks freaking awesome. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It looks
it's-
amazing.
Yep, I already have it on my PC, man. Pre-ordered.
I might have said this last week. I'm not sure, but I think it's hilarious that Call of Duty is like, yeah, we got dogs, man. You have a dog in your game.
That's
Look-
the best. That's the
and look at
biggest
the
addition to Call of
textures.
Duty.
Look at the textures on the
they
dog.
blow up a building.
Yeah, and then Battlefield blows up a building. I mean, it's just such a huge difference.
blows
now.
up the floor. That was fucking cool. Dan.
Yeah. Oh, when the
Jesus.
tank, right? They did
Yeah,
the Italian job on the tank.
That was amazing.
Yeah. So
And I think it was Jeff Keighley. I don't remember now, but they were saying people were saying you can only blow up certain buildings. So like you can only blow up that building because it was a point.
it was an objective. Yeah.
Now I don't know how true that is, whatever. But I think it was Game Chiller guys or someone was saying that they had like an actual on-floor demo of Battlefield 4, and they were playing the multiplayer, and they said that like it came to the point at the end of the battle where the city was nothing. They said like they were trying to drive their tank down like the highway that they did in the beginning, and there was like rubble and like shit, and they couldn't do it. Like that's awesome.
Well, with the power of the next gen, they said they can add a lot more destructible items in the game.
Yeah.
And-
rather than it just blowing up and disappearing.
And what's pretty cool is we saw that skyscraper, right? And there's a flag they had to capture on the top of the building.
Yeah.
And then they jump off and it collapses because they take it down with the tanks or whatever they did.
Yeah.
That rubble then becomes the objective. So after they've captured it, the enemy team has to kind of fight through the rubble and stuff
Oh my
to
God,
capture the
it's
point
so
that's still
freaking
there.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm not buying Ghosts. That's stupid. We have mass now.
I wonder who, because Microsoft usually shows off Call of Duty at their E3 conference. This year they showed off Battlefield and Call of Duty had their own conference on the Sunday before. They kind of got left in the dust. I mean, no one was
No one
talking
cared
about
about
Call of Duty at E3.
Because everyone's making fun of them. Because it's just the same thing with the dog.
The dog.
And mass this time.
Yeah. All right, Matt, what do you have for our philosophical corner?
Okay, so philosophical corner this week, I think we should do is now that we have a revised look at all the consoles right now, all three are in front of you. I'm including the Wii U, unfortunately. All three are in front of you. Money is no option. Like they're just all free right now.
Okay.
We want one each.
Yeah.
Which one would you choose and why? And like include like say for example you choose Xbox because of the Battlefield 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
So like do it up. Someone go.
Well, I'll pick Ryan's for him, PlayStation 4.
And why is this Ryan
He's a
Johnson?
horny fanboy over there.
Whoa!
I am a little biased. I will say that. But what I'll say about the PS4 is the games look pretty cool that they have so far. Now it's like exclusive wise.
Yeah.
Killzone Shadowfall looks awesome.
Oh my god.
Infamous Second Sons. I didn't like the looks of it at the reveal, but if you watch the gameplay at E3, it's fantastic. It looks
looks good. I'm
absolutely
not
amazing.
buying it though.
No? Did you play the first two?
It's too different than the first two. That's my problem.
Yeah, it's a new experience.
To me, it's not. No, but then to me, it's not Infamous. It should be called something else. It should be something else.
But you have basically the same power. He's basically smoke and like fire power, whatever it is, and he shoots the exact same way that Cole did.
yeah,
he
but
can,
I
he
mean,
can
like,
fly around
what
the
they
same
should
way
say
that
is
Cole.
like from the makers of Infamous comes this, and then.
But it's in the Infamous universe.
oh, so
Cole-
I didn't actually
Cole-
know that.
Has like inspired the world of superheroes or something like that.
I might take a look then.
It's one of the better games that's been previously announced for PS4.
Sure.
And then
I'm
like
all
you,
about
like you said,
Shadowfall.
the Order 1866, 1886, whatever
That
year
looks
it was.
good.
That looks fantastic. And then there's still a bunch of first-party developers that Sony owns that we haven't heard about yet,
Right.
which is really intriguing because I was expecting to see Uncharted 4, which we did not see. So we still have a Naughty Dog game coming for the next gen.
They're just basking in The Last of Us right now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I'm not just biased and saying I'm going to pick the PS4. I think they got some good games coming out.
Right.
I am envious of a few Xbox One games though.
Like?
Was it the Titanfall?
See, I didn't even care about that.
That's cool.
That's what everyone seems to be talking about at E3 is Titanfall.
I thought it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah?
I thought Destiny was freaking cool too.
And then
yeah, Destiny's also on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
and Dead Rising looked kind of cool.
Holy crap!
If I had to choose one, you're gonna hate me, Ryan. Like right now, Xbox One. Just for that controller.
Just for the controller.
Just for the controller.
Not the games, just the controller.
Yeah.
Oh my! What about The Division? God damn it! That's
The Division.
So good.
What system is that on?
That's on all systems.
All of them. My God, that's not Wii U. That is so good. Damn it!
I can't wait for the Division. That's my
I was really excited until I saw Tom Clancy's The Division.
It's still a good game though.
Yeah, it's still. Yeah, I'll play it.
Tom
but
Clancy's
like,
no longer realism now.
but like, I just like. All right. Yeah, The Division. Tom Clancy's. I'm like, oh. All right, just went from here to here.
That sucks because it looks so good.
No, I'll still play it.
all I'm gonna do is freaking troll people. I'm just gonna raid people and wait for them to throw out their flare. I'm gonna rush over there and try to kill them, take their stuff.
Okay, well, do you have another reason why to get the Xbox One other than the controller?
No.
Really, the controller?
And you haven't tried out the DualShock 4 yet.
Just the look of the Xbox controller. Not the PlayStation 4 controller looks nice. Like it looks better than the Xbox, but it's the knobs on the Xbox One controller, like the actual joysticks,
But
that look so goddamn comfortable.
they're further spaced apart on the the DualShock 4, so you're not going to be bumping your thumbs together. Does that entice you anymore?
It just looks too. It looks too small. It looks like I'm gonna. It looks like I'm gonna be doing this.
Well, I heard that they were very picky with how they designed it. They're shaving off millimeters to get it perfectly fit in your hand.
That's good, man. That's the way you want it. You're holding it for a long time. I mean, like with that.
No. But okay, you want it for the Xbox One. Matt, what do you got?
I'm going PlayStation 4.
That's right.
Due to rather Wii U. No. Because of the online giving you free games.
Mhm.
So it's the same price, whatever.
Ooh, that's a good reason.
Hey, fucking Killzone. That's the Killzone game I've been waiting for forever. I want the origin story. So Killzone is definitely Vita integration.
Mhm.
That's amazing. And just the general let's not be assholes to people appeal.
Yeah.
Not like the Don Matrix comment about the Xbox 360 is like, I actually have zero respect for Microsoft as a gaming company now. Like, none. I don't even care. Like, if they could be like, oh, we had to lay off everyone, I'm like, I don't care. Whatever. Like,
You don't feel bad for those people who got laid off?
What's that?
You don't feel bad for those people who get laid
No,
off?
because they work for a company that's arrogant and friggin' retarded. Like, that was the stupidest comment I've ever heard. Well, just don't buy our new product then. All right, I won't then. Bye. Like, that's the mentality they have.
Yeah, it is a really stupid.
That was
comment.
that was very arrogant and very stupid.
I think of all the presenters at E3, Don Matrick is my least favorite. He just seems creepy and ungenuine.
They all seem ungenuine.
Well,
Jack Tretton wasn't too bad.
Jack
Tretton's
Tretton's my
really
favorite.
awkward. I don't like him.
Well, no, but he feels genuine. He feels like he's there and he loves what he does.
Yeah,
He's been doing it for
that's
15 plus
true.
years.
I
Yeah,
actually like him as a person.
It feels like you could actually have a conversation with him about video games.
Yeah.
The other people you couldn't. Like
Yeah.
they're just there to read off the prompt.
And then Don Matrick, Call of Duty.
With Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I hate Don Matrix. I actually have one final question. Actually, I just thought about this.
Yeah.
From like, okay, so we're seeing all these new IPs and whatever, but from the games that we haven't seen continue over the next gen, what series do you want carried over next gen? Add another one. So like like you were saying Uncharted 4, for example.
Yeah, that'd be
Like,
my
we love
pick.
our new IPs, but like which series do you actually want to continue that we haven't seen confirmed yet?
Red Dead Redemption.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
Holy man.
Jesus. So
Nailed it right there.
I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's such a good game.
Oh yeah. Also, I am fucking excited. I really want this game's been in development for way too long. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2.
No, come on.
Oh man, they announced it last E3 2012. That's where you first saw the trailer. And now it's coming out winter 2013. It's going to be like 18 months.
Is that next gen though? Because winter would be when the new consoles are
No,
releasing.
no. It may be crossing over, but it is for Xbox 360
Okay.
and PS3.
Yeah, I guess since they released a new revision, they're gonna have games for it for a while.
Yeah, you're gonna see like 2 years of crossover games.
I hate that.
But holy fuck, am I excited for that game?
What about you, Ryan?
Uncharted has to be Uncharted, and I know they're working on it. They can't not be working on it.
Really?
Yeah, if they're not working on it, they better have something damn good.
I want to see a.
How about Uncharted PSP game?
A second one?
Yeah,
PSP.
PS Vita, whatever the fuck it's called.
PSP. Come on, man. That thing,
I really enjoyed the Uncharted PS Vita.
it was actually
game.
good. Yeah, it was
Mhm.
good.
I wouldn't mind seeing the second one. Yeah, it'd be good.
I don't know. I still haven't beat it. Feel bad.
But Matt, what
Which game?
Series
am I,
would you
which
wanna
game am I
see
looking for?
carried
I am looking for.
What the fuck is that? Is
I
that a
don't-
centipede?
I'm unsure what we're talking about,
it's
but
an earwig, isn't it?
There's something crawling up on the wall.
It's an earwig.
Matt's coming for you.
that's all right. Anyway, I am definitely looking towards some more what do you call them? Katamari games actually.
What?
I'm actually 100% serious with this. I want to see what they're gonna do because they actually made like an amazing Vita title. I want to see what they're gonna do with it. I'm 100% serious.
That's the game of all series.
Of all this, because we've seen. Okay, I'm just gonna recap this. We've seen our Call of Duties. We've seen our Kill Zones. We've seen
Yeah.
our Halos.
Yeah.
All our large titles. Like, what other major series do we play?
I guess they're all getting carried over, aren't they?
ACs. We see all this.
Well, Batman's not a third. It's not a.
But I don't really care about Batman.
But the Arkham games.
Oh,
are-
actually, no. I'm gonna revise this. Actually, I want to see an Elder Scrolls single player experience.
not the MMO.
That is not an Elder Scrolls game. So I want to see an Elder Scrolls game. I
Yeah,
need one.
if they came out with a new Elder Scrolls single game, I'd probably get into that.
Even though you haven't played the other ones.
Yeah, because I think I told them on one episode if I had time I'd get into Skyrim.
See?
Even though that's breaking my numerical.
Well,
I would lend it to you, man. I got 2 copies.
It's a little
Whoa, that
separate
thing's
too.
getting
it's not,
closer, man.
It's not quite a sequel either, I guess, right? It's more a standalone story.
What is
Is
like
that-
Skyrim?
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lore links together, but that's it.
Yeah, because it's like it's centuries apart from the other games, right?
Yeah, they'll literally say like 300 years ago you did this, like, or they'll say like, for example, in the next game they'll be like 300 years ago Dovahkiin did this, and then you were Dovahkiin, but like if Adrian doesn't know that, whatever, Dovahkiin did it.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's day one patch for you, episode 23.
there it is.
Remember to like and share on Facebook, and please share. Subscribe on YouTube, and check out our website dayonepatch.ca. I know we've been talking about getting more content put up on there.
I'm actually gonna I'm gonna send you guys some templates and teach you guys how to like post stuff on there, and then maybe you guys can start posting.
Yeah, because remind me, because I want to write like an introductory paragraph or two from me,
Okay, yeah.
just talking about what Day One Patch is about. So keep an eye out for that, and hopefully you'll join us next week. Thank you.